Hey Yetis, it is the second to last Monday of the school year, and I've got a bunch of information for you as we wrap up these next couple weeks. So I'll give you enough information to take you all the way through June. Won't be my last video of the year, but it'll be close. So here we go. All right, so this is everything I'm going to talk about on one page. So this is your like print it and hang it on the fridge slide. I'll make sure I post a link to these slides in the comments below. But big things that are going on here. Tomorrow we have dissections. For all high school students going on as a biology focus. Our junior high kids will be heading to classes, okay? On May 18th, which is this Thursday, the food culture class will be taking a field trip down to Denver to do their exploratory food field trip. It is awesome. Pumped to hear how that goes. And then on Friday, Peer Mentoring will be also doing their celebratory field trip down to Denver on this Friday. Okay, so graduation prep, that day is next Tuesday. So we're going to need all graduates to show up. That is a mandatory day for all graduates. So it's going to be next Tuesday. All students need to arrive by 9 a.m. We'll be doing checkout. We'll be making sure all their coursework is taken care of, getting them in caps and gowns, doing an exit survey, helping them with their speeches, all those things. So we'll also be serving them lunch, and then we'll do a rehearsal over at the Breckenridge Riverwalk Center starting at 1 o'clock. So they need to be playing here to be here for the day. Again, that is mandatory for all graduates. Okay, so last day of classes. I'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute. Graduation ceremony coming up. We are like a week and a half out, not even, before we hand those diplomas out. We'll talk about the Summit County Parade celebration for our graduates, and then we'll talk about, what this mini session thing is, our 8th grade graduation, and our end of the year cookout celebration. All right, so here we go. Just as a reminder, all of our graduates have to complete a portfolio. Most of them are completely done, and we did send emails to families for anybody who has still a little bit of work to do. So that needs to be done as soon as possible. And reminder that has to be 100% done for a student to be eligible for a diploma. Okay, Senior Sunset, that's going down tomorrow. That is at 7:30 at the Old Dillon Reservoir Trailhead. We will have pizza and drinks. We'll go up, much like we watched the sun come up at the beginning of the school year. We'll get together and watch the sun go down. Okay, so last day of classes, we expect all of our graduates to be completely done with their classes, hopefully by this Friday. But man, drop dead date is 1 week from today. That would be Monday, May 22nd. All coursework needs to be completed to declare them eligible for that diploma. And then for our grades 7 through 11 and non-graduates, right? Their last day of classes is going to be next Friday, May 26th. And then shortly thereafter, on May 30th, we start what's called mini session, where we will have 3 days to kind of do like a reverse orientation. If you remember at the beginning of the year, we taught everybody the Yeti way. This is our opportunity at the end of the school year to kind of tear down the school year, or to break down the school year and kind of look for school improvement efforts and have students give us feedback on how we can be better for next year. And it's usually a pretty fun week. Okay. Graduation prep day, as I talked about. So that's next Tuesday. Students need to be here. They're going to be painting bricks, doing their speeches, doing an exit survey, getting their caps and gowns. That is a mandatory day next Tuesday. I don't think it's the 24th. I think that is the 23rd. Maybe a typo in Smith's slides here. Okay. We'll also at 1 p.m. heading over to do a rehearsal at the Riverwalk in Breckenridge. Okay. And then here we go. The big show. 5 p.m., May 24th, Wednesday of next week, graduation. So we have a beautiful venue lined up here, ready to go. And just a reminder, this is not just an event for our graduates and their families. This is an event for our entire community. Come, celebrate, be there, and get to celebrate all the amazingness of this class of 2023. So lastly, we will need some student volunteers to help us set up, to help hand out programs and seat people, and help us tear down at the end of the evening. So we've told students that they'll actually earn 4 hours, maybe even 5 hours of community service, right? And that's like half of their year's requirements if they show up and do the whole thing, helping set up all the way through teardown. Okay. And then, as I talked about before, there's going to be a graduation parade on Thursday for our graduates. That's going to start at 5 p.m. They should be there by about 4 p.m. to start staging. And as a reminder, all graduates who participate in the parade have to have a waiver signed. And that waiver is being sent out to you. Sorry, should have mentioned that. Okay, 8th grade graduation, that's going to be May 26th. Families are welcome to start coming in at noon. We'll get you seated. We'll kick it off. And we will be celebrating all of those 8th graders who are going to be going on to high school next year. We have some fun stuff planned for that day. All right. Mini session, that's going to run from May 30th through June 1st. So mini session is the last 3 days of school, where it's kind of like I said, it's reverse orientation. And then on the final day, on June 1st, we will end up having a big celebration and cookout. All families, all alumni, all students, everybody is welcome to come get lunch, celebrate with us in an amazing school year. So that goes from 11 o'clock to 2 o'clock. And that this year, that will be held here at Snowy Peaks. Okay, I think that's all I've got for you. Went pretty fast through that stuff, but please call me if you have any questions. As a reminder, we're having major issues with our school phones. So my cell phone, I am available. Tina's cell phone is the best way to get a hold of us as well. So with that being said, hey, everybody take care of yourselves. Let's finish this year strong. And thank you so much for being part of the Yeti family. It has been an amazing year and truly an honor to serve this community. So thanks. Have a good night.